Absolute Aviation, and we're the channel partners for Textron Aviation, who have Cessna, Beechcraft and Pipistrel, the brands we take care of. This is the Velis Electro. It's the first certified electric aeroplane in South Africa, which is very exciting. It's produced in Slovenia, Italy, and it's one of the new products of Textron E-Aviation that they've brought out.
So what are the key differences, aside from the fact that it is electric, to the other products that have come out?
So the other product is its brother over there, which is the normal Rotax 912 ULS engine. They're relatively the same. I mean, there's a familiarization difference between the two. The flight principles of flight are almost exactly the same. So if you want to get from the Rotax into the Electro, from the Electro into the Explorer, which is the Rotax, the CAA in South Africa will identify it as the same. It's just a familiarization training.
Being electric, how high can we go? How far can we go?
We see it as the perfect circuit trainer to teach the students how principles of flight works. You know, up and down, houses get bigger, houses get smaller. It will be based at an airport. It does have a trailer that you can transport it with to airports if you do want to do that. The endurance is limited to about 50 minutes of planning, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're doing circuits, you can comfortably do 12 or 14, 15 circuits at an unmanned airfield. That's very important. I wouldn't recommend doing it at Lanseria or Vonneburg, for instance, because of the high traffic volume. You don't want to do a 5-mile leg with the Electro. There's no much difference to a normal airplane. You've got your standard. You can either choose to go glass or the standard 6-pack. What we've gone with here is a nice EFA system which tells you battery percentage. It teaches you a lot about conservative flying. So if you put the throttle forward and you're going full throttle, you'll use quite a bit of battery power, and especially in the takeoff. So you're limited on your takeoff, but it's enough to get to 12,000 or 10,000 feet, wherever you want to go to. In the circuit, you're only 1,000 feet above. So the charging depends on the temperatures. The colder it is, the faster it charges, the hotter it is, the longer it charges. But we work on about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to full, from 30% to 100%. So, and you need a 3-phase, which is really important. It's not just your normal 220 or 240 plug. It's a 5-prong 3-phase 40 amp minimum that you require. But it does have a charger which talks to the computer within this aeroplane.
How do you dismantle this?
It takes about 45 minutes. We're promoting the product, so we move it from airport to airport. And like I mentioned, we've got the trailer over there. It looks a lot like a glider's trailer. So we remove the wings. It's got 2 bolts, or actually 3 bolts. We'll just pull the wings off, and as well as the empennage or the tail, we'll remove that and then push it into the trailer, pack the wings, pack the empennage, and off we go.
I suppose that's okay because there's no fuel.
There's no fuel. There's no fuels in the wings, which is where you spread. Traditionally, yeah. It does, because of the batteries, everyone knows batteries are quite heavy, and that's where the differences come in. It's still, same useful load as the Rotax, but you would think you'll have more useful load, but the batteries are still quite heavy. But that's in development to become lighter.
Okay. And I think as battery technologies progress over time, the same as we have in the rail sector, they'll get better and they'll last longer, they'll get lighter.
100%. So it is a work in progress, and I think we're making big strides, and Textron Aviation is doing a fantastic job at it.
All of you personally welcome to secure the